I know what I think people are going to say when they first hear about the new LYNX S. Now it's going to be that they haven't increased the voltage. But I think there's kind of a misconception that we need to increase the voltage because we need more margin or whatnot. But realistically, most riders ride significantly below that threshold. So the argument isn't there. And if you're seeking more performance, well, the LYNX S still offers a performance increase. You have 600 more watts in power, but translated onto the wheel, the best way I can describe this to you is that this wheel rides like a middle point between the Pattern S and the OG LYNX, which is that the power delivery is much quicker, it's a lot more nimble, and the ergonomics on the top cover are a whole lot better. And I think this is a really good improvement for what is already proven to be a very, very successful wheel. Now, about a month ago, when Adam came out to China, he actually rode the LYNX S.
Should I go, eh? On the right. What you doing there, mate?
Testing the durability of the new LYNX, mate.
Alright, I go first, yeah?
Yeah, mate.
I go first, eh?
Oh, mate. Oh, mate. Oh, my. Oh, my God.
I got it.
And he loved the power delivery. Keep in mind that he did not know about the voltage of the LYNX S. No one told him. I didn't even know. I think that just goes to prove that you can still have a lot of fun on this 151.2 volt platform. Now, there's other improvements like pedals. The pedals are now adjustable. In the highest position, they will remain the same as the OG Sherman, but now you can drop it down lower if you want that lower stability. If you're going for that high speed, then dropping it down lower will be good. I haven't actually taken a measurement, but I've been told it's about 15 millimeters lower that you can drop the pedals down. Now, there's also been touches like the front mudguard or the inner mudguard on the front and on the back where they've kind of tilted up to prevent any more water from kind of splashing back onto you. The touches of kind of the crash bumpers, the front and the back, as well as the battery pack corners, they've been improved so that they're more impact resistant. Now, this wheel is 2.5 kilograms heavier than the OG LYNX, but it really doesn't ride like it. But if that's important to you, I'd say try it out first before you make your verdict on, oh, it's heavier, so it's not for me. The power delivery honestly, if I didn't tell you, you would probably think that this wheel is lighter than the OG LYNX. Now, the suspension. The suspension is a bi-directional symmetrical suspension, which is seen also on offset wheels where the left side and the right-hand side are both the same. So you can adjust the compression and the rebound on both sides. The benefit of that is that you'll have bigger support for riders of different weight classes. You also have the kickstand on the back. The kickstand will offer you the ability to kind of tuck it back if you're going off-roading, if you're doing more enduro stuff, or you're doing kind of drops and stuff. You no longer have to worry about the kickstand kind of getting in the way. With the OG LYNX, there was instances where when you go off the stairs or when you're dropping off, a steep decline, that there is a chance that you would hit the kickstand and the wheel will be pushed forward. Now, as we have already spoken about with this suspension, it's a bidirectional symmetrical suspension, which means that it can support more weight classes and both sides are the same. But what that transfers to is also a more refined riding experience. You no longer feel like your feet's just kind of moving around between the pedal and the toe clip. You actually feel more planted. And what that transfers to is that you'll be able to go faster off-roading because you're more connected to the wheel. But also on top of that is that you can actually increase the compression where you'll have less scenarios of bottoming out. So that's also a very good addition to the Leaperkim LYNX S. Now, what's surprising to me is that I've been told that this wheel is basically the same size as the OG LYNX. But when I first look at it, especially from a distance, you would honestly think that this might be smaller. I think it has to do with the top kind of curved off panel. Not only does it improve the ergonomics of the ride, it just makes the wheel look a little bit more smaller and you're able to just control it easier. The LYNX S also has an incredible update with Hall Sensorless 3.0. Now, before the Sherman L, you had Hall sensor recovery from Leaperkim. That was when one of the Hall sensor cables was disconnected, you could still ride. When the Sherman L did come out, the LYNX also got an update where you could remove the Hall sensor and continue to ride. you lost out significant torque, but you could get home. With Hall Sensorless 3.0, you don't lose out on that torque anymore. You can ride this wheel normally, but obviously there's still a torque decrease, but you can come to a complete standstill, and the re-engagement of Hall sensor is at a much faster speed. It used to be 10 kilometers an hour. Now at about 3 kilometers an hour, the noise just goes away. So I'll demonstrate that to you right now. I do have the top cover removed, so let's go. Okay. This is really an incredible feature for riders who are up in the mountain and they do encounter a Hall sensorless issue. Now, I'm riding around and let's say I'm gonna unplug the display. After unplugging the display, I will remove the Hall sensor. What's really cool about Leaperkim's Hall Sensorless 3.0 is that you can come to a complete standstill. And if I demonstrate right now, there's noise, but you can see there's still significant torque from the wheel. And we can start up again. At about 3-4 kilometers an hour, the noise goes away. And we're actually gonna hit the small pump track as well. So let's go. So back in the original Lynx, without a Hall sensor, I wouldn't be able to do this. The pedals become very, very soft. But with this, it's completely different. Again, you can come to a complete standstill and continue riding. And we're gonna put we'll plug in the Hall sensor again. And we'll plug in the display again. If we restart, it's back to normal. Now this Hall sensorless feature really saves a lot of people. I mean, motor breaking down in a Leaperkim wheel is really a rarity. But if it does come down to that point, you do feel a lot safer when you have this feature. We've seen the Russians do a front flip, a back flip on their unicycle. We've also seen some crazy Americans take their foot off the wheel. But have you ever seen someone take the Hall sensor off while you're taking flight? We're gonna do that. We got the Hall sensor ready right here, and we're gonna unplug it in midair. The LYNX S is a significant improvement over the Lynx, and before you jump to the verdict of, oh, it's not, the 200 volt platforms like the other competitors, try out the wheel first. I really don't think you'll be disappointed by the performance, and I'm not just saying that. So just give it a shot. If you don't believe me, try it out. Try it out at one of your close by retailers, or if someone buys it around you, ask them if you can, give it a go. Anyways, this is my first impressions of the Leaperkim LYNX S. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.